Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I get my naturally curly hair to this and my everyday makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get into it. Okay y'all, so I actually found these questions on Google. It's the YouTube Get to Know Me questions, which I already know. I have a video that is a little Get to Know Me in my life, but I didn't answer a lot of questions in there. I kind of just told y'all a little bit about myself. So I'm going to answer some of these as I'm showing y'all how I do my hair and my makeup. So as far as products go in the shower, I honestly go between like whatever shampoo and conditioner I like at the time. For right now, I'm using just this Dove one, the shampoo and conditioner, and it is a anti-frizz oil therapy for frizzy and dry hair. I like it. It smells good. I know that if I was gonna like actually wear my hair in my natural state, which would be like curly, honestly, it used to be a lot more curly than it is now. But then I would use like sulfate and paraben-free and silicone-free shampoos and conditioners. But honestly, my hair and I have a love-hate relationship. I rarely ever wear it in its natural state, just because I don't know how to do anything with it, and it always looks like an afro. But the only time you will ever see my hair natural is when I'm too lazy to straighten it. So yeah, also before I blow dry my hair, I always use a heat protectant. And right now I have this L'Oreal, I don't know how you say this, Elvive? Oh no. Total Repair Protein Recharge, almond and protein, 97% breakage, blah blah blah, 450 heat protectant. And I also have this spray heat protectant. So I'm gonna put some of this in my hair and then I'm gonna blow dry it. I have this Infinity Pro Conair blow dryer, and honestly, for like being something that's not very expensive, I think it was like 25 bucks. This is one of the best blow dryers out there. It dries my hair so fast, and I have a lot of hair. So then I'm gonna blow dry it, and then once it's done being blow dried, I will start answering some questions and show y'all what I do next. Okay, so now that I'm done blow drying it, I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair how I usually do. And like, as you guys can see, because my hair has so much damage to it that it's practically straight when it's blow dried. Years and years of putting heat on it. But my hair used to be very curly, and so was Janae's. Which I think I might have a picture of when we were little. And you can see how curly it was. I'll insert a picture probably somewhere over here. Yeah, it used to be crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair how I usually do. Okay, and then I actually bought this curl wand in downtown LA. It's a Bee Bella one, and it actually has like, this is one of the heads for it, but it actually has an interchangeable one that has 4 other ones. And I can't remember how many inches like each one is because I threw away the box that it came in. But yeah, love it. I got a really good deal on that, and it has worked. I've had it for like 2 or 3 years. So now that I have it parted how I like it, I'm going to start curling it. And usually, because my roots are pretty straight, I'll like touch them up after I'm done like curling it with my curl wand. But I mean, for the most part, it gets pretty straight once I'm start curling it. So I usually just start like this way and like work my way around to this side. And then I just have these clips that I actually stole from Janae a couple years ago. I think she got these at like Sally's Beauty Supply. So I just clip the rest of this hair out of the way. And then I get this. And I have these like stupid little ugly hairs that stick out. I'm sorry, I know you guys can't really see. Let me try to dim it a little bit because my setup in my bedroom, I actually hate it. I have the windows over there, but because we have a king-size bed, it takes up so much room in here that this was like the only spot I could have my desk. But we're about to downsize our bed, so I'm probably gonna put my desk over there so that I actually have the natural lighting. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start curling it, and as I'm curling it, I'll answer some of these questions. Where did you grow up? I actually grew up in Los Angeles, in a town called Pico Rivera. I was born in LA, and when Janae and I turned about, I think 12 or so, we moved to East Texas. And so I technically call like East Texas my home because that's where I spent majority of my life. But yeah, I was born and kind of grew up, I guess, because I finished elementary school and like 1 year of middle school in California. So yeah, technically LA, but I say Texas, so yeah. Who's your best friend? Well, I actually have two best friends. One best friend is from high school. Also, pause. I'm only holding this for a couple seconds because I don't really like to have like Shirley Temple curls. And then like they look pretty curly, but like once I'm done, I'll go through them. You'll see. So I have a best friend from high school that we've been friends since I was 16 years old. I'm about to be 25. And we're not as close as we used to be. We're trying to get back to that spot, but it's mostly because as we've grown up, we've kind of went on our own ways. But I still love her and I care about her a lot, and we are trying to be as close as we were before. And then when I married Jacob and moved to North Carolina, I met one of the spouses, and her name's Amy, and y'all have seen her in my videos, and she's like my sister, not even my best friend. I love her so much. I feel comfortable around her. She's like literally just the best person I could have ever hoped for to like be in my life and to make me feel comfortable as like a new military spouse when I did meet her like 2 years ago or so. Yeah, so those are my best friends. How tall am I? Technically, I'm like 5'5.5", but 5'6". Dogs or cats? If you see me squinting, it's because I don't have my glasses or contacts in, and I'm blonde as a bat. Dogs. I am allergic to cats, as is Jacob, and also personal preference, a dog person. Love dogs. What year was I born? I was born, well, Janae and I were born in 1994. Are you or have you been to college? Sadly, I have not. I am going to try to go back to college once Jacob and I get settled in our next duty station. But no, I have not. I had a lot of things going on in life when I graduated high school, and I just never made the time to go back, and now is the perfect time for me to go back. So within the next year, I will be enrolled into college. What is my favorite drink? So if you guys hear the chair squeaking, I'm sorry. So favorite drink, it depends on what kind of drink you're talking about. If you're just talking about a normal drink, I drink water like 90% of the time, or a Coke Zero. But if we're talking about alcohol, I love beer. It's an acquired taste. I understand a lot of people don't like beer, but I love beer, and I like Michelob Ultras, so those would be my go-tos. You're wearing a perfume. What scent is it? I have two favorite scents, and like I love these perfumes, and I will always buy them. And it is Burberry, the original one, and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I love those scents. I think they smell amazing. They're just kind of expensive. Tea or coffee? Coffee. Girl, as soon as I wake up in the morning, girl or boy, I mean, as soon as I wake up in the morning, I need caffeine, and I immediately go for coffee. How many siblings do you have? 4. I have my twin sister, who Janae's technically, if you want to get technical, she likes to say this all the time, she is 2 minutes older than I am. And then we have how old is Vanabug? She is 11, about to be 11. And then we have Olivia, she is about to be 17. And then we have Gaby, his birthday's coming up in April, and he's about to be 10. Wait, no, I'm sorry, Savannah's gonna be 12. Whoops. I'm bad at math. Do you have any bad habits? Yes. One that I am very aware of is that I tend to interrupt people when they are talking if I have something to say, because, and I don't do it to be rude, it's because if I don't say what I need to say, I forget. And then I'm sitting there for like the next 20 minutes trying to remember what I was gonna say. So I hate that about myself. I know that's something I need to work on, but I just did this today with Janae. I'm trying to work on it. We're on FaceTime, and she's talking, and I'm like, I know I want to say something, and then I'm trying to hold off until she's done talking, and then I forgot what I was gonna say. So that's a bad habit of mine. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my hair, so go ahead and speed through this, and then I'll answer some more questions. Okay, y'all, so as you can see at the front right here, once we get up here, I try to be very careful, but like kind of straighten the little bit of like curliness that I do have with the curl wand, and then I just kind of like pull it so that it is kind of straightening, and then I wrap it. Just because like I really don't want to have to go over my roots with my straightener, so if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Okay, now that it's done, this is what it looks like. It's a little frizzy because like I said, I have these ugly little hairs that stick up. But what I do is I use Bio Silk or the Cheese Silk Infusion. I love both of them. And I get the tiniest amount, like less than the size of a dime. And rub it. Please do not put this straight on your roots. It'll make you look greasy. My mom does that, and I tell her every time not to. So I start at the ends of my hair, work my way up, kind of just going through. Like I said, I don't like my hair to be like Shirley Temple, and then I kind of, whatever's left over, kind of just put on all the frizzies up top. And like, because I have that one hair that does stick up over here, that one piece I will usually go over with my straightener and curl it with my straightener, just because like I'm gonna use my curl one just because it's out already, but like I usually it's just a little too curly when I do this, and that looks funny, but I kind of twist it into my hair and it looks fun. So I'm gonna stand up so y'all can see like what it looks like. Oh, there's one that I gotta touch up already. Where'd it go? Okay, so this one was a little straight, so again, just for like 5 or so seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's good. So this is what it looks like. And then in the back. Can y'all see it? Yeah. I'm in my comfy shorts. Rocky's sitting on the bed just staring at me like, what are you doing, Mom? Yeah, so then on the side. So that is how I do my hair. Okay, y'all, so as far as my makeup, I used to have so much more makeup because in high school I was like really into it. But now that I've gotten older, I stick to like what I just think is necessary for me. And I have it all in my, I think these are called caboodles. Yeah, caboodles, whatever. I love this thing. I actually, oh, my name's kind of coming off, but I have little sticker things that just say my first name and middle name. And so I actually just went when my family was here to Ulta with Olivia and got a new foundation because I was out of my Born This Way. So I'm gonna try, or not I'm gonna try, I have been using like twice so far, the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup, this one. And so far, I like it. I'm in the color Honey Beige N6. As far as the primer goes, I also got this Makeup Revolution one. It's the Onyx primer. I like it so far. I think it works well. The only thing I do not like is this dropper applicator because it doesn't suck anything up. Like look at that. Do you see? I don't like that. And then as far as my powders go, I have this MAC one. I love this MAC one if I'm gonna wear it by itself, but when I noticed that when I do put it over a foundation, I look really oily. I don't like that. So I got this Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder, and I like this one. This is actually a pretty good powder. And then for concealer, I have the Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer in the color, I guess number 3? Yeah, number 3. And then eyebrows, I go back and forth between using my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. And then these are so cheap and inexpensive, and I got them at like Family Dollar. These are LA Colors Browy Wowie Brow Pencil. It comes with a little spoolie and then the color. These things are awesome. They are actually like slanted, which is kind of similar to like the Anastasia ones that they have, but way cheaper. So I like these. And this is is probably what I'm gonna be using. And then I use blush, and the blushes that I've been using is, I got this one in like one of those Christmas things that they do at Sephora, and it's a Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the color Concept. And then I curl my, oh, I forgot to show y'all another concealer that I just got. It's the Makeup Revolution one. So far, I use this one under my eyes, and so far I do like it. It's the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer and Contour in the color or number C6. So I really like that one. And then I usually just curl my lashes, use the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, and then the Lash Paradise mascara, along with this little tiny one that I kept in my purse. It's the LA Colors Bold Lash Mascara. I use a lot of mascara because I like to have my lashes looking nice. And then I have a bunch of lipsticks and stuff, which I don't ever really wear unless like I'm going somewhere fancy. Yeah, and so as far as like putting it on, I use a, I don't want to call it a beauty blender because it's not a beauty blender, but it's from, what is that thing called? I actually have some of the brushes. I am going blank. Oh, Real Techniques sponge. And then, yeah, I'll just show y'all now. Okay, so I'm gonna use these clips again to pull back my hair. I'm gonna take off my glasses. Again, I'm gonna be looking straight down into the mirror because I got to, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start answering some questions again, and before I even put anything on my face, I always put this Pond's moisturizer on. It's for very dry skin, and I have oily skin, but recently my cheeks and stuff have been very like dry. So I've just been putting that on it, which I already did when I got out of the shower. And then I'm gonna prime. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen right now. And then I'll just tell y'all what I do next. Also, I always start off by doing my eyebrows, but Janae and I both have like, I don't know if these are moles or like beauty marks, whatever you call them, which I love that I have them, like my cheeks and stuff, they're cute, I love them. Very inconvenient when they are inside your eyebrow right in the arch, because my eyebrows are not twins, they are not cousins, they are like distant relatives, and I hate it, and Janae hates it, and I'm pretty sure in the womb when God was making us, he gave us each other's eyebrows. Okay, so let's go ahead and start answering more questions. What is your favorite genre of film? Comedy. I am terrified of scary movies because every time I watch a scary movie, which Jacob loves to do, I have nightmares, and for like weeks. It's like I'm a child and I hate it, and so comedies. What is your coffee order? What I'm gonna do next is I open up the foundation. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is that it doesn't have like a pump or anything, so I have to put it on my hand, which is fine, but it's not my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my hand and start putting it on. But yeah, in the mornings I'll get like just a coffee with a little bit of almond milk, or if I go to like McDonald's has coffee and they're cheap, so I'll get like 2 creams and 2 sugars. Have you moved from home? Where to, and how was the experience? Okay, well, y'all know that I am married to a guy who's in the Navy, a man that is in the Navy, and when we got married, he was already stationed in North Carolina, so I've lived in North Carolina, and then I'm from Iowa. I was born in California, and now we are currently in California, and then by the end of the year we will be maybe possibly somewhere else. In my experience, I liked North Carolina. It was the town we lived in was pretty small. I enjoyed it. The only thing that I didn't really enjoy is you have to travel if you want to do anything fun, which I don't like being in the car that long, and I don't like, I mean, I guess like, I don't know, I don't like doing anything that is going to constantly cost money. But over there we had the beach really close to us, and we had the hiking trails, which is how Jacob and I got into like hiking, like finding different trails to hike. We think it's fun, it's free. Who is your celebrity crush? Honestly, I don't know if I necessarily have a celebrity crush. I think a lot of celebrities are attractive, but I wouldn't necessarily call them crushes, because if that were the case, there'd be a lot of them. Like, I find Chris Pine really attractive. I think guys that have dark hair and nice eyes are attractive, and he's very tall. I think Wow, I guess it's all the Chris's. Chris, what is his name? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Chris Evans. Captain America. You were fine, he's a man. Keanu Reeves, I know he's like significantly older than me, but I think he's very attractive. Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, the Ryans and the Chris's. They're cute. What are your pet peeves? Wow, I think I'm doing my makeup. Me talking, I can literally talk forever, and I said I was gonna do my eyebrows first, and I just did my foundation. And I was about to put concealer on. I'm a hot mess. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back to my eyebrows. My pet peeves. I have a lot of pet peeves, which is something that I guess is another thing that I don't like about myself. Being messy. I don't like I can be messy, but like I clean up after myself. I don't like messy people. I don't like liars especially. I hate when people lie to my face, especially when I already know the truth and they still lie to my face. That bothers me. I don't like that. And yeah, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is liars. Do you have any nicknames? Oops, sorry. Yes, I have 2 nicknames that my family likes to call me. One of which they call me all the time, one of which has over the years faded, thank God. The one they call me all the time is Steenie or Nini, short of my name, Justine. That's like what all my siblings call me, my cousins call me, but when I was younger, they would call me either Nini or, I hate this, Justine Weenie. And I hated that. I hate it so much. No one calls me that anymore, thankfully. As soon as I post this video, I bet they're gonna start though. Do you get along with your family? Yes, I do. I mean, growing up, I'm gonna move the camera back so that y'all can see what I'm doing. Growing up, I was very close to my family, though my mom and I have not always had the best relationship. As I've gotten older, our relationship has gotten better, but you know, when you're young, you think you know everything and you think you know better, and that's just how it was. And also I've realized, like, growing up with your siblings, everyone gets on your nerves. We'd always bicker. Janae and I would physically fight and like over stupid stuff that, like, now that I think about it, I'm like, ew, why? Like, why did we even waste time doing that? But that's just how it was. But now we all get along super well, like more well than we ever have in my entire life. Who is your role model? My role model, I would say, is my mom. I just think that she, like, one of her best qualities is that how hardworking she is. We've not had an easy life, and I admire her for always pushing through and never letting the things in life get her down. Like, yeah, you can cry about it and be upset about the situation, but she always manages to get back up and push herself to continue to be better. And she started her own company, makes her own money, like, and it was a long road to get to that point, so that's why I admire my mom, and she's my role model. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are, like, pretty even, I guess. I don't know, I can't really tell.
That is not correct.
To be honest, I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up with some concealer. So, the blank concealer. Okay, yeah, so that's all I do to my eyebrows. Okay, so now that I finished my eyebrows and I have my foundation already on, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes with the Makeup Revolution. What is your favorite season? Fall once it's cool, or winter? Yeah, so I put it like that under my eyes. Alright, so I am kind of breaking out, like, down here on my chin. And I do have some dark spots from, like, me picking at acne, which I know is a super duper bad habit, but what I'm trying to work on, okay, y'all? So I'm gonna take some of this blank concealer again and just kind of put up very little bit, because sometimes if I put too much and I don't blend it in enough because I actually wanted to cover it, excuse hair again, y'all see what I'm talking about? I'm a mess. If I don't blend it in enough, you'll be able to see it through my powder, which I do not like. Alright, now that I have all that blended out, I'm going to go ahead and set everything with the Neutrogena powder. And then the brushes that I actually use, I have a lot of brushes. I actually got some for Christmas last year from my uncle. I use those ones sometimes, like when I want to put on the MAC powder, because one of them is like a very dense brush, and so like I want to press it into my skin. But honestly, cheap is not always like the worst thing to get. So I actually love this e.l.f. powder brush, which is the one I'm gonna put it on with, and then this is the brush that I'm gonna use for my blush, which technically it's the e.l.f. complexion brush, which I'm assuming means for like your whole face, but works perfect for blush. So powder first, and then another question. And I know this looks crazy because it's like super pale. Bear with me. How are you feeling right now? Right now, I feel tired, but happy. I'm happy. This year has been a blessing of a year so far. And I'm thankful for everything that has happened to us this year, which makes me happy because, you know, for the past couple years, it's not always been rainbows. So I'm really happy and thankful for this year because this year so far has been one of the best years of my life. As you can see, when I do put my powder on, I don't like put it on like this, just because I feel like, especially the places that I conceal, if I do that, it like pulls off the product that I already put on there, and I have it on there because I want it to cover, so I press it into my skin, like everywhere. And I hate that I have ugly under eye bags, but I always have to look up to make sure that I get the product under there. And then just press it into my hairline and the sides of it. And over it. Okay. Then down the neck. Don't forget the neck. Okay. Do you have any children, or do you want any? Yes, I want children. In my first video that I posted on this channel, I actually said that one of the main reasons that I am trying to lose weight, I mean, obviously I'm trying to be healthier, I want to live a long time, but my number one reason is because I want to have children, and I don't want to have any complications due to me being overweight. So yes, I want to have children. We do not have any right now, unless you want to count Rocky as my child, because he basically is. But no, we don't have any children. Oh, did I say that I'm putting on blush? I don't remember. And then using the brush. I do tend to put on a little more than I probably should, just because since I don't really contour, because like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have these like, okay, I have really high cheekbones, but like, there's like this weird like dent, I guess, like where my cheekbones, there, you can see it right there, like go in, but I don't like putting anything there because then it looks like I put mud on my face when I've tried to contour, and it just doesn't work for me. So I stick to a lot of blush because I think it makes me look prettier. And then if I put too much, like I just think I did, I just go back over it with powder brush. Okay, and now we're gonna start on my lashes. So now I'm gonna take the eyelash primer. Are you an introvert or extrovert? I think, and I've been told this, actually this past year with meeting people, other spouses and stuff, that I am extroverted, but I believe, and even my best friend tells me that I'm extroverted, but I believe I'm an introvert because I am very shy and uncomfortable when I don't really know you, but once I get comfortable, I can talk for days. I always have something to say. But if I just meet you for the first time, I'm very shy, I'm very introverted. So I guess I would be like both in a way, I guess. But like being a military spouse and constantly moving, you have to be extroverted, or otherwise you're not gonna make any friends, and your only friend's gonna be your husband. So I've forced myself to be extroverted, but I'm definitely not naturally. Okay, now that the primer's on, I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit just so it can kind of like dry up. I don't really like putting mascara on right away. Also, when I do put mascara on, I do not put it on the lower lashes. Sometimes if I'm feeling like it, I will, but I usually don't. Do you bite your nails? No, I don't. Only for the simple fact, Like, it's okay if you do, but I think that is so gross because, you know, and this is like TMI, but like, you wipe your booty and like, yeah, you wash your hands, but there's still stuff underneath your nails. No one cleans underneath their nails as much as they probably should. And so why would you want that in your mouth? That is not sanitary and that's kind of gross. Okay, y'all, so my iPad actually died while I was filming, so now that I'm done with my mascara, I actually have this Tweezer Man eyelash comb, which I'll show y'all. Like, it's very, very sharp. So you need to be careful, but it actually separates your eyelashes because I don't really like having like super clumped lashes. So you need to make sure you do not poke your eye out with this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and separate my lashes. Okay, y'all. And then the last thing that I do is just wipe my lips and put some chapstick on because I don't like having like makeup on them. I think that's not a cute look. So just kind of. Okay, and then I have Carmex that I'm gonna just get, or Carmex. Y'all, clearly I cannot say half the products that I use. Yeah, so I'm gonna put just a little. All right, y'all. So. That's it. I know my eyebrows are like super weird. One of them is just like a little bit longer than the other one. And like, you know, I get them threaded and they still are not perfect. So I'm sorry, you know, I try my best with what I have and what God has given me. So yeah, y'all, that is literally how I do my hair and my makeup. All right, y'all, I hope you guys liked the video. I tried to do something a little bit different by answering some of the questions, so it may have made this video a little too long because I know I tend to talk a lot, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. And go ahead and click that little bell that's right next to the subscribe button because it'll notify you anytime we upload. We're uploading 3 days a week now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye, guys.